3 coming.
Hell yeah.
Along with this podcast, welcome to Blue Ruby's podcast, episode number
What's up?
82.
Sup?
I'm Adrian.
What's up, babies?
What's up, babies?
David's here. Gore's
Yep.
here.
Even though we tried to get rid of him.
We
True.
tried.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
It's too
Like
hard.
bad
I know.
mold.
This week we have very little news. So we're not doing too much actually. Gore's got a fighting game minute. Talk about that Fire Emblem news that dropped. And maybe we'll have a little topic on that streamer nonsense that was happening on Twitter today.
As of recording.
Games Gone By schedule. Next week, Silent Hill 2. Also, by the way, apologies for Blue Ruby's going up way late last week. That was like for sure the latest that we've ever had it. But David can attest. We had a long call trying to make any of that look right. I don't know if I'm so confident with it, but it was like at that point, it was like, all right, that's the best it's going to look with my current graphic design knowledge. I'm sure season 3 will probably just shell out $30 to someone to just do it for us.
To do it?
Yeah. So I made a layout, and the problem with that is solid color layouts look boring as hell. Like they look like MS Paint. The reason why we get away with this is because like it's only borders, right? It's like it's only the top, like it's like 3 or 4 borders on here. Whereas like on and we're bigger camera on Blue Rupees, I think, because we do show off stuff. Games Gone By, I was going with a more like usual video game podcast stream where everyone's like inside of a frame, so you can see the whole frame inside. Considering we're all discussing back and forth, I think it'd be easier to have an eye on everything. But the problem is that with the stuff that I have and like the fact that the Mac is terrible at streaming, that I couldn't make anything good. You know, we wanted to make an animated background. That was kind of like coming off like really cheap.
Right.
So I made a couple. Art. What was that?
I said clip art.
Yeah, no. So I made like if you look at the end, I made like a really quick like arrow graphic design in a PowerPoint program on Mac, and I just ended up making it the ender. You know how everyone has like a thanks for watching, here, subscribe to my last video or whatever. So I made one of those for the end of Blue or Games Gone By. Maybe we'll do it for Blue Rubies eventually too. I made one of those. I just used that because I made it took me like half an hour. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna use it for something. But I made the layout, and it looked really shitty because it was just a solid color, and it was like what I settled on red because I liked the idea of how it was cooler colored, but the red that we kept using did not. It was more like ketchup red, and it looked kind of in your face rather than like a pastel. So David and Kyle and I were in this fucking Discord call for after the Halo stream for like, I swear, like 2 or 3 hours just trying to figure anything out. And Kyle had the idea, which I agree with, and David had this too, which was take a still video of something. So like PT with our first video, it was like take a video of just the hallway, and that way if a light flickers, it looks cool, you know? But using a video background on Streamlabs while it's like, right now I have to run performance mode on Streamlabs so that way the videos don't like get as laggy as they do sometimes on here. So it's like maybe when I get a PC and build it up and it can actually run that stuff, I'll do that. But for now, we're just going to use still images behind there. And then did make the intro. I think the intro came out really well because I like video editing. I hate graphic design, but I like video editing. The video came out pretty well done.
That's good.
And what was it? We still need to do the audio. I had a mishap with the audio podcast, so that'll be going up hopefully sometime in the next week or so. Because I don't know why it was asking me for. I guess the owner of the account has to add a new show. Not, I guess I'm an editor on there. So yeah, we'll be doing that for Games Gone By, probably for Ranksters while we're at it too. So we'll see those. But speaking of, yes, Games Gone By will return back again season 2 next week with Silent Hill 2, November 26th with Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, Grim Fandango December 24th, and January 29th with No Man's Sky.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. We got Ranksters, as I was saying, was live on Tuesdays. David and I are capping Halo 3. We ran through that game. We're going to talk about that in a second. But we ran through that game a lot faster than we imagined. So we will be finishing up Halo 3 on Sunday and making that the celebratory drinking stream that we wanted to do with Halo 2, but I couldn't. And speaking of a drinking stream, tomorrow I will be streaming my first playthrough of Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Okay.
And that'll be sometime in the evening, and we'll see how far I get. It's a Friday, so I can hang out for a while. And those streams go on for a long time. So if you want twitch.tv/depunked, if you're listening to this on Gore's channel or my channel or right now, Friday night, let's play some Amnesia. Drunk, I don't think I can say drunk on Twitch, so let's just say Tipsy Terror. We'll just do that.
Tipsy Terror.
Tipsy Terror.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. Speaking of, if you're watching live right now, I think we're gonna try to do a Twitch watch party of Borat subsequent movie film. That's live now.
Try.
And if you got Twitch, if you got Amazon Prime, you can watch Twitch watch parties, which are just like live watch alongs with everyone. We're gonna try to do that. I don't want to promise it, but if we can make it work, we can make it work. We're gonna do a test stream after this. If you're watching now, if the test stream works, we'll watch it. If not, oh well. What else do I have to say? If you like this podcast, like, comment, subscribe. Really help us out. Like the channel, give us all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
And
really helps us out.
It really helps out. Hit that bell notification.
Hit that report button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have
Put
Amazon
sexual
Prime
harassment or whatever.
If you don't have Amazon Prime, Pepperoni, Gore is probably gonna record our reaction.
Yeah, so you can just watch it later.
Yeah, so you can watch that later.
I'll probably put it on BitChute or something.
Yeah. So there'll be some way to do that. That's what that guy says when Rambo takes his throat out. And yeah, BRP at bluerupees.com if you want to chime into any Games Gone By game that you want to tell us your experience with. If you want to give us suggestions, questions for the podcast, whatever you want, BRP at bluerupees.com. With that said, that was a long intro, so let's just get to this.
Yep. So let's get.
We gotta make up. We gotta make up for. We gotta make up for lost time.
You say that, but then it's gonna.
I don't think this is gonna be a long one.
Let's discuss streamers for some reason for 2 hours or whatever.
We're not gonna discuss them for that. What'd you play,
I'm not
Gore?
gonna discuss that at all. So
what'd you play?
All right, real quick, because I have a few things, but I'm gonna be quick about it.
Sure.
I played the first half of the first mission of Doom Eternal Ancient Ones Part 1. Really good. The new turrets are annoying. I haven't gotten to some of the other things I heard are even more annoying. They're annoying, but they're exactly what you would want from a Doom game. They're annoying, but you just have to. It's another thing you have to deal with. No problem. One thing I do want to say though is that it feels like this DLC, at least in the beginning, just does it a little bit too much. Just the endless encounters,
Sure.
and it feels a little bit cheap. Where you're just you go to an area, you fight tons of enemies. I feel like way more than sometimes some other missions in the campaign, regular campaign. Tons and tons of enemies just keep pouring out, and then you'll leave, go collect the key card, and then literally go back to the same environment, and then you have to do it again. So just waves and waves of enemies, which is kind of how Doom Eternal was, but not exactly. It wasn't like that.
I hate when games just do. All right, here's a lot of enemies.
Yeah, but they did add some new stuff. They added new enemies. They added, I guess, a new story. If you care about that, it is a conclusion. I mean, a continuation of the story of Doom Eternal. If you're
He doesn't die at the end.
Who Doom Eternal? No, he didn't. Of course, he doesn't die.
Did you see, by the way, that that the official name of Doom Guy is officially Doom Guy?
Yeah, Doom Guy. Yeah, because John Romero came out and said no, it's fucking. His name's Doom Guy.
Yeah, what's it? Well, someone replied saying, hey, "What's his actual name?"
I can't. Actually, I think it was John Carmack. One of the Johns said that.
Yeah.
He came out, no,
John Carpenter.
Doom Guy. Yeah, John Carpenter. Yeah, John Carpenter came out and then played a little bit of Halloween theme.
I think it was John Romero, right?
It was one of them.
I think it was Romero.
They're the same person.
But someone asked him what's Doom Guy's official name? He goes, it's Doom Guy.
Doom Guy. And I was like, yeah, I mean, he's still Doom Guy to me. He just upgraded himself a little bit. Yeah.
Doom Guy is even though Doom Slayer is more badass, Doom Guy is just better.
Yeah, Doom Guy's better. And just he's the guy. He's the Doom Guy.
He's Doom.
Doom Slayer is what he puts on the resume, but everyone just knows he's Doom Guy.
He's Doom Guy. Yeah. All right, so I played that. I played the G.I. Joe video game that came out last week because I was interested, so I fucking bought it. You'll see that in what I bought. But it's not good. It's Game Mill, who's also doing that fucking Cobra Kai game.
Also, they were.
And they also made that fucking Nicktoons racing game you guys were talking about, you and fucking Blake. Yeah, they made like 18 games in the last month.
Oh yeah, they're good. Good for them.
Oh yeah, good for them. I'm glad they're working, I guess. But I mean, it's not terrible, but it's the most generic third person shooter ever. It might be the most generic one I've played at least this year. But yeah, it's not great, but it looks okay. Like graphically, it looks fine. It's got a nice cartoony look. I played Call of Juarez the Gunslinger on Switch. I felt like playing that. I don't know.
Nice.
I played that when it first came
It's
out.
been $10
Another
lately,
cartoony
hasn't
game.
it?
Yeah, but I had it. I had the physical copy of
Oh.
it. It's just a box with the code in it. But yeah, it was $10 when I bought it. So I think it's $10 now too. But it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend that game if you want a good first person shooter on the Switch, and it runs very well. I mean, not much they could screw up with the performance there. It's all cartoony and
Sure.
simple. I played another game called Hellpoint, which I got from Keymailer. So shout outs to Keymailer. And this game, I thought it was like a straight up like horror game. So I was like, I want to play a couple of horror games. But what it is it's creepy. It's got a creepy atmosphere, but it's actually I didn't know this. It was a Souls game. So it's a Souls like. So I played like the first hour of that game and it's creepy. It looks really nice. The combat's it's just straight up a Souls game. It feels like a Souls game.
Right.
So I don't know. There's nothing to say there besides if you played a Souls game,
You know
you
what you're
most
getting
likely
into.
played Hellpoint. Hellpoint it was all right though. I played another game called Just Ignore Them, which is like an adventure.
Oh,
game,
you're
but it's a
talking about
horror
us.
Yeah, it's the slogan for the
Yeah, well,
podcast. Just ignore
yeah.
them.
That's what people usually do that anyway. But but Just Ignore Them. It's actually a pretty good little adventure game. I'm like halfway through it. I think it's like 3 hours long. But it's kind of creepy. It's just it's a little kid and shadow creatures chase him around his life. And he grew up and he has to keep running. And I don't know. It's all right so far. It has a nice little aesthetic. It looks like a classic. I don't know, like maybe SNES kind of adventure game. Maybe.
Nice.
It looks good. Anyway, I like it. So maybe more like NES actually, but whatever. It's a little creepy. Has good atmosphere. But for the most part, that's it. Oh, I play more Hades. But
Yeah, I saw you've been playing that.
Yeah,
Game of the year yet?
yeah, it's up there. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'll leave it off until I finish it. I ain't gonna say what I think of it.
Fair.
I might hate it. You don't know.
It's true.
I might hate these. Anyway, what are you playing, David?
All right, so I have a review to give.
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right, actually, hold on. So really quick, because that's actually a good segue. Is Special Flavor was talking about enjoyed the last episode of Ranksters. Maybe want to try out some games like The Thing, Extermination, and Clock Tower. Deception sounded fun too. Speaking of Ranksters, on Ranksters, this is a continuation. This is a to be continued.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Ranksters is going up tonight, by the way. So
Yeah, so go ahead and
for people
explain.
that missed it on Twitch.
Yeah, go ahead and explain, Gore, what happened on last time on Ranksters.
All right, last time on Ranksters, which is going up tonight as of recording.
Tonight on Ranksters.
That Ranksters, we started the day off, the stream off, with a little gift. I sent my boy David here, Frank, as I call him, a little gift. I know he's a big connoisseur of anime, and I know he likes that computer gaming. So I sent him a fat gift straight from Keymailer. So shout out again to Keymailer. I don't know what that is, but I don't know what he just did there. But I sent him a gift, a little game called Hentai versus Evil,
Hell yeah.
which I've heard. Hey, this is what I heard. I don't know if this is 100%.
Oh, I'll give
correct.
you the fucking real scoop.
Okay, this is what I heard is the best game of the year. So David is going to tell me if that's correct, which I'm sure it is.
So shout outs to Keymailer and Gore and the developers, Animationary. So Hentai versus Evil. Hentai versus Evil. So I have the game almost 100% done. I just have one achievement left to get.
What?
It's a very short game.
Nice.
Wait, no, that's fucked up. We wanted you to get all the achievements.
Yeah, we'll have to wait another week.
I have to find one hidden collectible, and then I have
One hidden
all the
panty.
achievements.
Okay.
It's a parrot, apparently.
I don't even want to know.
I do want to know. Didn't you?
No, I don't want to know. I want to play it
Oh.
myself. I don't want to be spoiled.
So my genuine review that you can timestamp and send out to whoever you need to. It's not a horrendous game. I believe
You can timestamp this. It's not the worst game.
It's not the worst game. Okay, what is the game exactly? Because I saw
it's a third-person shooter zombie horde mode kind of game.
Right.
Where the whole premise is that you play as a big titty anime girl that has a sensor mode on and off, so you can either have your tits out flailing around, or you can just kind of wear clothes. You start off with one, but you unlock more.
One titty?
Through.
You unlock the other one?
No, you start off with one anime girl, but you can unlock 2 more as you progress through the game.
All right, smart. That's smart. Smart collectibles.
And the way it works is that there's these Grim Reapers that fly around the map. You have to kill 12 of them, and it unlocks the cage that the other anime girl is hiding in.
That's the evil, by the way.
Yes, there's Grim Reapers, zombies, and orcs. You got to kill them all. Fuck them up. You get 3 types of weapon varieties. You get assault rifles, shotguns, and sniper rifles.
Here's the question. I got a question. How does the shotgun feel?
Terrible.
Okay. Well, that's
no purpose in ever using the shotgun over the assault rifle.
Nick says, looks
even
like
then the sniper rifle is situational.
Nick says, looks like something very relaxing to play.
Yeah, sounds good.
It can be, I guess. It has a horde mode survival option, so if you just want to see how long you can go for it. But it's one of those things.
How long you can go for?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You know, my biggest complaint with the game, there's 2 things that honestly stop me from being like, yeah, it's 100% worth the money. Is one, the control scheme's a little fucking weird. So instead of actually you have side strafing and you can move and run forward, but you can't back strafe. You actually, when you hit S to go backwards, your character just full on turns around and runs the opposite direction, which is frustrating because you can't shoot while you're doing that. So there's a lot of times where if you start to get flanked by a lot of zombies and some Reapers start coming along, you're almost better just running past them, because then you can still shoot them as you're running away, versus if you use S to try and retreat back, all it does is just turn the character around so they face the camera and then run backwards.
I get
but you can't shoot during that. The other thing is that the crosshair is a little off. So when you're firing, your bullets always land right to the left of the crosshair.
Okay.
So
it
was a little weird to figure that out at first, but I realized, especially as I was using the sniper rifle, if I was aiming somewhere, I'd want to actually point just a hair more to the right, so that way when the bullet went left of the crosshair, it actually hit the target.
So overall, pretty good.
But I mean, it's $4. It's not I got about 2.5 hours of content out of it. I haven't tinkered too much with the survival mode other than to get the achievement for it. There's worse things you could spend your money on. There's better things you could spend your money on. It's not a bad game, but
I'm sure.
I don't really think it's great either.
Really?
It's fun. Right. You'll get a giggle out of it.
Hentai vs. Evil didn't do it for you, really?
Yeah, no.
No?
I certainly enjoyed it more than Wanking Simulator. I'll say that. This was actually like a playable game.
I don't know. Wanking Simulator sounded kind of fun to me. The way you explained it. But all right, well, I'm glad you enjoyed Hentai vs. Evil.
Special flavors. Sounds pretty epic. Not gonna lie.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I only gave it to David so I can title the video "Hentai vs. Evil" review, so we can get those sweet clicks. So
it's true.
Although I will say,
our most viewed podcast is
SEO.
Our most viewed podcast, so Game of the Year / Gore's favorite stuff is Rule 34.
Yeah, that's true. That's I know. Porn sells. What were you gonna say, David?
Hey, Pepperoni says this is a new game. This is a new game indeed.
Yeah, just came out on the 6th.
Well, I don't know. Is it a new game? Technically?
Yeah, came out on the 6th.
All right.
Okay. And then what I was saying is it has the worst SEO because I was putting the game into my game database. It was impossible for me to actually find the actual cover image for it using the search engine because, one, they use Bing in it instead of just fucking Google like a goddamn normal developer. And Bing's like, oh, you want just hentai? All right, I got you covered, fam. It's like, no. Even putting
when
he put an H in an autofill
around it, it's like no, just fucking give me hentai versus evil.
Oh, you want your hentai like
cartoon
usual,
show.
Davidson.
Yeah. But no, all in all, not a bad game, not a good game, but
that's really nice to say. So, who's the developers?
Game Mill.
Animationary.
Yeah, it's Game Mill. They make everything. It's actually the same game as the G.I. Joe game I played, except with big titty anime girls, which actually sounds way better.
Let's see.
I can play as big titty anime girl or Snake Eyes.
In the chat, let's see. Gore and I are getting the PS5. David's gonna wait. What Xbox Series X game am I getting?
None. There's nothing. Sorry.
I might get the Falconeer, but
that's the only one. It's the only one. What else are you gonna get? Huh? What are you gonna get?
Wait a month.
What are you gonna get? Yeah, you're
probably
gonna wait
never
a month
actually buy a game for my Series X. I'm
gonna get Scorn when it comes out.
I'm getting a PC.
And then Gore and I have both seen Rocket Power. We both love it.
No.
Hell yeah, Rocket Power.
I hate Rocket Power. Rocket Power is like the worst show ever. That and Mucha Lucha is like the two.
I'll agree on Mucha Lucha. Mucha Lucha was dumb.
I hate Rocket Power.
Shaolin Showdown was pretty good though.
Zalian Showdown. I like Zalian Showdown way better than I like fucking Rocket Power. That's for sure. I hate Rocket Power. I hate every single character. Yeah, I'm auto. Fuck off. Yeah, whatever. Eat my ass.
All right, Dave, what else are you playing?
Aside from that, started up Silent Hill 2. Really enjoying that game. Goddamn, the whole atmosphere and mood. I'll save it for the podcast proper, but man, I fucking missed something like that. And it's definitely, perfect time to play it for the time of year. But just in general, too, I really was craving something like that again. And fuck, such a goddamn good game. I'm going to try to go for the UFO ending this time around. But, yeah, fucking great game. I love it. I'm always happy to go back to that.
Hell yeah.
Right,
is that it?
Oh, yeah, and we played Halo. We played the Halo 3s,
so we got through Halo 3. We got through a lot of Halo 3. I think that's a mix of us not only just knowing Halo more now, but also I think just Halo 3 is not that long of a game. So we got through over halfway through, and we got like 4 levels left. 2 levels, as our friend in the chat that night, Blue Bomber, was saying, are 2 of his favorite Halo levels. So we got back-to-back those levels, and then we got the final 2 after that. And we'll do that whole thing where we finish the game. We'll talk about it for a little bit, and then that means next week after that, we're starting Halo Wars.
Hell yeah.
Are you playing Halo Wars?
Yeah, David and I both like Halo Wars, and it has got co-op, so why not? And we don't know when Halo Infinite's coming out, so we got all the time.
It'll be January 1st.
So, but by the way, by the time we're going
first
through
day.
it, we'll get through this series not longer than I thought, because Halo 4 and 5 are about as
short.
No, Halo 5 is the shortest, but Halo 4 is probably
Halo 4 is short too. It's like 4 or 5 hours long.
Is it?
I beat that pretty quickly.
Yeah, so we'll be blazing through
maybe 5 to 6, but
so
I remember
it'll be 2 streams
really quickly. All the Halo games are really short. When me and my boy Gerard played Halo 2 last year, we beat it in like fucking 5 hours.
Yeah.
We played on normal. But
speaking of Halo, sorry to tell you this, but I've been working on afternoon on Sundays, which I'm really popping in the fat. Oh yeah, you're good. The VODs are up there for a reason, man.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, he was Nick saying that he wanted to come on Sundays, but he's working, so he can't.
Oh, okay.
But we got the VODs up, so VODs are there. They have it on YouTube. So we'll figure out maybe YouTube eventually. Let's see. What have I been playing? So I've been playing. So I finished up that 1,000 gamer score thing that Xbox is doing. So let's see what games were they knocking out. I started Assembly, but I didn't finish that. That was like an hour-long game, but I was like, I'm not really feeling this right now. Let's see. I did play. What
was the 1,000 gamer score thing they were doing?
Or 10,000 gamer score. They matched you on Bing points. So it's like essentially if you got 1,000 gamer score, or 10,000, you could redeem that for $10. And then I think there was a bunch of bonuses on top of that, so I'm able to redeem my $20 right now. And I was like, knock out all these games on my backlog while I'm at it. Did I talk about She Sees Red last week? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. She Sees Red. That's a Keymailer game.
Oh, She Sees Red. Yeah, I have that. I got it from Keymailer also. I was gonna, because that's like it's not a horror game, but it's like a thriller. So I was
it's not horror whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not horror, I know, but it might still be kind of good for around this time.
Yeah, it was all right.
I heard it wasn't very good. I heard it's also foreign, right? And it has
yeah,
like a really
so
bad dub.
oh,
Yeah, I
that
heard it's really bad.
yeah. So yeah, and I knew being an interactive movie was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those like, all right, just go through chapter
Last
select,
Shift.
chapter
You ever
select.
play Last Shift?
No, I have that. I want to play it though.
That one's pretty good actually. It has a lot of different choices you can make.
Yeah, so this one's not that much.
I heard this one's like I heard it's like
this one's like literally like 10 to 12 choices.
It's only $7.
But it asks it's a thing where you have to replay it at least twice to get like the actual ending.
Yeah, I get you.
But it was okay. The dub sucks ass. The dub's actual ass. Like
that's what the review said. Like, do not play in the dub, which I would never do anyway.
It starts you on it.
That movie that like Netflix does that whenever they get a foreign movie in, like that platform movie. They had a really bad dub.
Yeah,
that was like lip sync terribly and shit. I was like, wow, ouch.
Yeah, so it starts you on that on default, and then I swear, like, listen, I'm like, this is terrible. Like,
yeah,
I in like the first like 4 seconds you can't tell if it's dubbed or not, but then after, and when you hear like the main bad guy, you're like, oh, this is terribly dubbed. So I went through about sorry.
No, I was gonna say if it's not that great anyway, I might just leave the dub on just for balls.
It's really bad.
I know
the original is like I swapped it after like halfway through the first one, and it was like I couldn't even sit through how bad it was. But it was all right. It had some all right moments. The story itself was not bad. Like it was a fun like little hour and a half little romp of a thing, and then on top of the gamer score.
Sorry, the game is called Late Shift, by the way, not Last Shift.
Late Shift, right? It was something. Yeah. It was L word and Shift.
It's Late Shift. Last Shift is a horror movie, which is actually a pretty good horror movie.
Let's see, what else? So that was shout outs to Key Miller for that one. I played Fragments of Him. I bought that a while back. I bought that with Can Androids Pray because it was like one of those sales where it was like, oh, here's a bunch of like walking simulators or really quick games for like a couple bucks.
Right.
Really quick walking sim. I thought the story was was introspective. And I liked what they did with it, like how you actually had to interact with the stuff that you had to walk around with. But that was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Then I played The Gardens Between. I heard a lot of good stuff about it. It was all right. Like it didn't. The girlfriend played the last half of it. But it was okay. It wasn't like the most intriguing puzzle game actually. Which I thought it would have been. Like it seemed my style, but it wasn't what I was expecting going into it. I've been playing Ibento on Switch. That's a little puzzle game. It's just a little puzzle tap game. And then I played Overwatch on Switch. We talked about that, Gore. And God, playing on Switch is literal Overwatch easy mode. Like, oh my god, like I didn't die for 3 games. The 4th game I died, but I died like it literally at the end to like win the game.
Right.
4th game I finally lost because it took like 3 people that I knew actually knew how to play the game against me. And I was like, all right, I can't carry this, and my Mercy just keeps going in there with her gun. But that was actually really. I wanted to get into enough to play competitive, but I'm like, I'd rather just play the time on the Xbox version so I can get all the rest of the Halloween skins.
Right.
Let's see. Did I play anything else? I don't think so. Oh, actually, I have. We'll talk about that in a second now. Let me clear up the chat here. Let's see. Why do we hate Gore? Why do you hate Rocket Power?
I don't like any of the characters. They're all fucking assholes and unlikable and unfunny. I hate Otto. I hate Reggie. I hate Tito's okay. Tito's fine, but Tito's fine. I think that voice actor died too, like pretty soon after that show got canceled too. So shout outs to him. That's his name, right? Tito, the cook, right?
Yeah. Uncle
okay.
Tito.
Yeah, he was the Uncle Tito. He was the only character I liked. I hate every character.
He goes, did you guys watch Rugrats? We actually,
I hate Rugrats.
If you're interested in any of these, didn't we do cartoons? We did cartoons on Ranksters.
I do not like Rugrats at all. I can't get behind characters that like. If I'm watching a show and I don't like any of the characters, then I'm just not gonna watch it. Even when I was a kid, I was just like, I don't like Rugrats. I mean, all grown up is way worse. I'm not gonna say.
If you're interested, Frankie, if you're interested in our cartoon talk, there's a whole Ranksters that me and Gore were on. And we talked
it's on my
about
channel.
every cartoon on there. So You can just sit through and just see when we rank it, and you'll hear a pretty extensive talk. I'm pretty sure that was like one of our longer ones too.
Probably. Yeah.
Let's see. April says off top, but I'm dressing as Wrench from Watch Dogs 2 for Halloween. That sounds like a cool costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see that. If you have a picture of that, let me show that to me. That's awesome. Cool. Cool. Let's jump into what'd you get this week, David? What'd you get this week?
All right. Okay.
I got Hentai versus Evil.
All right, Gore, what'd you get this week?
So that was pretty much mine, right? That was my that was a part of my pickups, really. All right, first thing I got. I thought this was cool. Someone was selling this for $30 on what is it called, Macari. So I picked it up. It's the Golden Eye 007 shooter thing. It comes with the game too. It usually sells for more than that, but I thought it was cool. So even if I don't sell
that's cute.
I like Golden Eye. I also picked up, like I said earlier, I picked up G.I. Joe. There it is. There's the box. I picked up. All right, I bought this because again, it was one of those purchases where I heard the game is terrible.
Oh yeah, would you recommend Fast and Furious for $30?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend that for $3. But
really,
I wouldn't recommend that if it was on Games with Gold. So fuck that.
Save the bandwidth.
I hate that game. But all right, this one is a little bit because I hate it because it's just like fuck it. It's a franchise that's getting away with this game being that shit just because it's a big franchise.
We're already talking about Fast and Furious.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
really quick before you go into it, add back. He says, "Sup guys, I love Big Dave's new view." David, after this podcast, remind me we're gonna look at Amazon for you for a ring light because you need a light.
Let me tell you what, I got one. I just forgot to plug it in.
Yeah, I should have told him that before. He doesn't know. You should have told him. That's your fault.
He looked to test his stream.
No, that's your fault. I'm only blaming you.
There we go.
The one time I'll only blame Adrian.
No, we need to invest you into a ring light.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to see him perfectly anyway.
This man will invest money in a podcast, so we'll talk about ring light. Anyway, continue, Gore.
All right. Anyway, I picked this up. Sadly, I heard this is like one of the worst games of this year, and that is really upsetting because I heard the first game was great.
We're talking about Fast and Furious.
No, I'm talking about remothered Broken Porcelain.
Oh no!
Yeah, I heard that was really
they should not have put the first word in their subtitle as broken because every fucking review I've read is it's not the only thing that's broken because this game's like it's fucked up. I've seen glitches in this game that I couldn't believe how fucking broken
that's because you're not playing on an Xbox Series X like it says on the front.
That's true. You have to get the Series X. No one's when the Series X comes out, it's gonna have a 99.
What would you do if it was like literally it's a fixed?
It's like perfect.
Yeah.
But I've also heard like the whole just
the game itself is not
yeah, like the AI is not that great. That's not a glitch. That's just bad AI. It's just like it's a sneaky hidey hole game. So I was like, let me get it. I have the first remother too. I don't know why the plastic looks so fucked up too. It's like all wrinkly. I hate that. I don't know. But I got it.
They don't press them like they used to.
So don't worry, Gore has it.
I got it. Everybody's wondering if I got it. And I went to a yard sale a few days ago. I don't do yard sales that much anymore, but I saw this there. The guy fucked up because he was somebody that knew the prices of something, but he brought this out and he said all games are $5. I was like, I'm getting this. I got Simpsons Hit and Run on PS2.
How much?
$30 game.
Oh yeah,
$30 game. So, and I already have it, so I'm selling that. So that's it.
Wait, no, how much did you buy for?
$5.
Oh, nice.
I already had it. So.
Wait,
I have it on GameCube also.
What is one game you were hoping was good but turned out shit?
Fast and Furious. No.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
For the first 6 months.
Yeah, I guess so. But that ended up being shit, like bad, like because I can think of, I guess Aliens, Colonial Marines. That's like the obvious one. I guess Duke Nukem Forever too.
Hello Neighbor.
Those are the anything from Gearbox, I guess.
Hello Neighbor.
Hello Neighbor.
Hey guys, I heard this was good.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was hoping it was good. It's like I heard it was good, so I bought it. And ended up being not good. And they're still making. There's a new Hello Neighbor game coming out. It's like Hello Engineer, I think it's called. But
they still make money.
Shit. And then like Hello Neighbor 2's not even out yet, and they're making another fucking game. I'm like, fuck me. Like Hello Neighbor might be one of the worst games I've ever played. Like I don't understand.
And that werewolf version of it was not any good either.
No, Secret Neighbor was garbage.
Oh, Secret Neighbor, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else, Gore?
No bueno. That's it. I said.
All right. Let's see. So I was able to get this paid a couple dollars above MSRP because it ran out, but that's fine. I got that Mad Max thing.
All right.
Hell yeah.
It's all everyone
all
stop
good.
worrying.
I already have the 4K, so I'll probably keep mine sealed.
I had to buy it used. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get you. I'm just saying.
That's
I already had it on 4K.
Target had a buy two get one on all books, vinyls, movies, and I think music too. Well, obviously music actually. So I grabbed a bunch of non-related game stuff, but I got that Spider-Verse vinyl. Wanted that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got a couple actually game-related stuff here. Caught up actually, so unrelated. I caught up on my One Punch Man, so I'm all caught up on that.
Oh hell yeah!
He got it. Everybody was worried.
Everyone was worried. I ended up getting which one is this one? Long
story
short. This is the one that sucks, but it's fine. I'll get it.
Yeah, I heard it sucks. Yeah, which is funny because it has the best cover of the two.
Yeah, I did get this. I didn't even know this was out, but cool. It's that Overwatch: The Hero of Nimbani book.
Yeah,
I forgot that came out. I heard this is all right. So
I'm sure it is. I don't want to read a fucking Overwatch book though.
Yeah, but it was free out of all the ones.
No.
Also, actually, I got this. I'm actually super excited to read. It's The Living Dead. That George Romero book, the one that he was writing, but he died before he was able to finish it. So they got the estate together, and then they started writing it. It's a big boy. It's like a 700-pager, I think.
Big book.
But I'm excited to read this one. Let's see. A couple Kickstarters came in. I got this game called Matchbreaker. I forgot I Kickstarted that. I like this box a lot, though. Moonrakers. I like when they have a nice little box. Little box. Let's see. Digitally. I got one game digitally, I think. Skyracket. Destructobots. And then I also got this little guy. Little Mario Kart.
He bought the meme.
I bought the meme.
It's
cute. It's actually a lot of fun to set up and play. It works pretty well, and it's also fun to chase around animals in the cart because they get really freaked out. So all of a sudden, it's like you got
PTSD.
You got Mario Kart going, and then your cat or dog is like running away from it on the set. So it's like, oh no, the barriers are down. It's like playing the game split second in real life, though.
Right.
Instead of airplane breaking down the course, it's the fat dog that's just roll all over the place.
The fat dog.
They're kind of neat though. I like them. Very pricey, but very pricey. That's I think the killer right there. If it was like even $80 each, that'd be nice. But $100, it's hard to recommend unless you love Mario Kart. Yeah. I think that's it. All right, let's move on to trivia.
Let's move on.
You guys can both stay here.
Okay.
This is literally a one question thing. We're done in this in like 1 minute.
Okay.
Because we want to get through and watch Borat. All right. I have one question for you guys. The closest number to it gets the point.
Okay.
Let me get your points here if I can find them though.
Well, who gets to say first?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
All right, just get to it. Hurry up.
Let me see if I can find where your points are.
They're somewhere. It's looking.
Oh, I'm looking. All right, there we go. No, is that? No, that's not it.
Oh, I'm looking.
All right, so the points as it stands right now is Gore 15, David 8, and Samuel 1.
Samuel 1. Samuel's on the board.
All right. All right, this question here. All right. Yeah. There's a Smash Brothers fan fiction out there that's been continuously going over the years. How many words is it at?
Words?
How many words?
Oh, words.
Now, closest number to it. What's the point?
Can you tell us what year it started?
I didn't even look. I closed the browser out.
He was like looking up Smash shit because he's.
No, I was looking up some trivia thing. I didn't
what?
I didn't want to read a bunch of trivia. I just wanted to pull one question from it. Oh, this is a good like little.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you this.
500,000.
Let me tell you this. It's in the millions.
Oh shit.
It is at least 7 million. It is at least 7 digits.
7 million.
That'd be
David says 7 million.
That's what that's what he meant. I'm gonna say. I don't fucking know. This is stupid. 2.4 million. Fuck it.
All right. Gore with 2.4, Dave with 7. The actual number is 4,061,129. Gore, you're close to it. You get the point. You're back at double David's.
Barely.
Yeah. All right. That's trivia.
There you go. It's up to 4 million words. I hope every word is just like Byleth sucks, Byleth sucks, Byleth sucks. I hate Byleth.
No, they quit when Byleth goes. Fuck this.
Fuck Byleth. Fuck Byleth.
All right. Next up, we have Gore's Fighting Game Minute.
Okay, I'm not going for a minute, so you can eat my ass. All right, so my boy, they finally showed. All right, last week they showed Rain, so I guess they're just gonna do this every week. They just show all the characters from the combat pack that got announced a couple weeks ago. So Rain was last week. He looked great. I assumed it was gonna be Melina this week, and they were gonna end it off with Rambo, but they decided to do Rambo first. Which, all right, I guess everybody's looking forward to Melina being back. But they show my boy Rambo. He's fucking great. He looks amazing. First of all, it's Stallone. Just hearing Stallone in the game is weird. It's Stallone.
Go right between your eyes.
Go right between your eyes or whatever. I'm like, oh my god. And he does. Yeah, that's Rambo. Man.
I like that. Go watch Gore's reaction where he also starts screaming in the same tune as Rambo went at the end when he got excited. Gore's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love that they went that far with Rambo. Honestly, it's probably the best depiction of Rambo I've seen since the second movie. It's like because Rambo has become just like a serial killer.
Well, now he looks.
Killer, well, I mean, Mortal Kombat, you fight.
If they really wanted again, they should have got Rambo from the 4th movie.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, he does the throat rip out, which is from the 4th movie. So I mean, you know,
that man go crazy that movie.
Yeah, hell yeah, oh yeah. Like watch 3 compared to 4. 3 is violent, but 4 is like fucked up. This is like 4. He's gutting people, exploding people's faces, turning them into paste. I was like, wow. But this was a really good gameplay trailer. They did everything they should have. Had him do his little role, his combat roles. He uses traps. He has his brutality is he just uses a knife and fucks you up. His fatality uses those spike traps you see from you see it in the 5th movie, you see it in the 1st movie. He rips throats out. He talks shit, of course.
He has an interesting trap style setup too. He's not just like he's not just kind of like a knife and gun character. He actually has like a lot of different
He's a zoner.
P4s he'll plant. He'll go ahead and kind of rip different cables out to trip people.
Yeah,
he's actually got like a smart gameplay about him.
Yeah, which is cool. I was hoping they would use the traps effectively because that's the one thing you could say about Rambo compared to a lot of other action stars or action characters of the time. He will strategically fuck you in a forest. Not literally fuck you.
Oh, it's reminding me of what was it? Who was it? Was it Jackie Chan, the Foreigner?
Oh yeah, that movie.
Remember that trap that he had where he was in the ground? He lifts the thing up and rolls.
Oh
under
yeah. When it turns into Rambo for no reason, like out of nowhere. Yeah, I was watching that. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Why?" Like it was for no reason too. It was like almost for no reason. Like I mean, it made sense story wise, but like out of nowhere in the movie, he becomes Rambo. I'm like, what? He's doing all these fucking cool ass shit, jumping off buildings.
The woods traps where he's like underneath all the things. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out and fucking kills somebody and like brings them in. It's like
the other guy's like, where'd he go?
Like what? They would call him the Chinaman in the movie too. So I was like, oh, they're racist too.
Yeah, kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think that's what the book is called because it's based on a
Fuck that, kill him.
But hey, just like First Blood's based on a book.
Last Blood.
Last Blood was based on a book too. It was good. The Art of Murder. But it was like the Saw adaptation or whatever, because that shit turned into Saw.
Yeah.
I just watched it again today.
Yeah. I want to watch it again. I've been kind of wanting to watch it again recently too.
Yeah, the extended cut was on Amazon, so I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. And I don't know why the fuck they took out the intro of that extended cut from the actual movie, because it would have made a lot of difference when it comes to like reviews, I think. But yeah, anyway, it's a good trailer. There's actually one cool thing that they confirmed on the Twitter, that there's a part where he does like the low dodge roll and then he like hits somebody in the face, and it's exactly the same as from First Blood. There's a scene where he like, while he's escaping the police station, he does like a dodge roll and then hits somebody exactly the same as he does in the gameplay trailer, which was really cool. But yeah, anyway, there you go. That's Rambo. Right. Baby.
Gorge fighting game minute.
Yeah, arrows too. He shoots arrows.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I hope he rips somebody's heart out like he did in First Blood. I mean, Last Blood. Sorry, First Blood didn't do that.
He went from throat to heart.
I love it. In First Blood, he killed one guy accidentally,
and he's like fucking sad about it.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. You can't just turn it off. And then in the fifth one, he's just like, I'm gonna rip your fucking heart out. And I'm like, he didn't mean that literally. And then at the end of the movie, no, he meant it fucking literally. He just fucking opens that guy's chest and rips his heart out.
He opened his heart too.
Good shit. Yeah.
All right.
I wish he bit it. That would be amazing.
Let's see. Nick said stories trivia ever. I think it's a new record. That was a new record. Can we get Rambo to say over here? Says A Pepperoni. Get over here.
Get over here. Arnold. Well, not Arnold, but Terminator said it. So
I wish they got Arnold in there. That'd been nice.
I know, right? They got RoboCop. They got fucking Rambo, but they didn't get fucking Terminator.
He should feel ashamed. Moving on.
Yeah. He should be ashamed of himself, hanging out in his fucking hot tub.
Croteam has been acquired by Devolver.
That's the Serious Sam guys. Talos Principle.
So Serious Sam 4 is not looking so hot.
No,
it's good.
I heard it was very disappointing.
It's good Devolver got them. They seem like hand in hand with Devolver. You know.
What I'm just really upset about Serious Sam 4. They lied about that whole hundreds and hundreds of enemies at the same time thing. They lied. They straight up lied. They said like you'd see hundreds of enemies, and you do in the beginning of the game. I've seen people play it, and in the beginning of the game, you see like a giant war happening, but you can tell it's just like copy and pasted enemies, and you actually like phase through them too and stuff. It's like it might as well be a GIF you see roaming around and stuff. And then after that, it's just like you fight like maybe like 15, 20 enemies at a time, which is fine. That's Serious Sam. It's just like I heard it's not. I like they changed a lot about some of the weapons too, and they don't feel as good anymore. And the graphics are really bad for the most part, which really sucks. But yeah, I mean, I love Serious Sam. I never played Talos Principle. I heard it was really good, but I never played it. But yeah, I'm glad they got picked up though.
Yeah, I feel Devolver will help them out a lot. They seem like the type that would go hand in hand.
I'm surprised they didn't buy them earlier, because they've always been a part of like Devolver's shenanigans. Like I think in the first one, like one of their streams or whatever, they announced a Serious Sam like side scroller game or whatever the fuck. I was like, all right,
yeah, so good for them. All right,
good for them. Hey, shout outs.
Next story we got is finally Gore got it. He got a Scorn gameplay.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we got Scorn gameplay before.
You've been wanting it for a long. I feel like every other video you're like, "Where's Scorn at?"
Where's Scorn at? Like, there was rumors of it being a launch title. I'm like, fucking, you need to show it first before you say launch title. Like, it ain't no launch title. It's coming next year.
So, looking at it, it's a little bit more stylized than I thought it'd be. So I can see people like it. They don't think the graphics are that great, but the lighting's fantastic. But I think the art style really actually is. Man. I think that art style
there's
looks
shots
really
of like
good.
all the all the goopy on the ground and stuff. That look fucking amazing.
I think the character's like hand model needs to be worked on a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, everything about that though is so grotesque but beautiful at the same time.
Yeah. It looks. Fucking
those
freaky,
sounds
bro.
every time you take a step or reload, so good.
Yeah. When you're reloading your little Existenz gun, it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
Existenz is the movie,
and I love that it's very slow, and methodical. Like you should not be wasting any ammo ever.
Yeah, I don't think I'll fight any of those things because I mean I feel bad for them because they obviously don't want to live, but I also don't want to waste my ammo just in case there's a bigger guy that wants to murder me.
There were a couple big guys. Yeah,
there's a couple big guys that will want to murder you, and I have a feeling the ammo is gonna be very scarce in that game. Yeah, the ammo you use is like these little wormy things. It's like what the fuck, nasty. But
it looks really
great.
Good. Yeah.
It looks so good.
I mean, it looked great 3 years ago. I'm glad it's finally. I mean, I think the alpha demo is still playable. I think you can still play it actually. I don't know where you can find it, but I'm sure it's somewhere. But it's really like night and day when you look at what they had 3 years ago and what they have now. It's great. So Ebb Software, good job. It's looking like a nightmare, and I can't wait to play it. And I miss games like this that are a horror for sure, but like have like an environment to it. And it's not just shoot all the guys.
It's not either shoot everything or it's not just run away. It's hey, you gotta pick your fights.
Some people were a little like, the shooting doesn't look great, but I don't think it matters really if the shooting's great or not. Like I don't know. I think it's gonna be more about the mood and the environment itself. I'm sure there's gonna be people playing that game that will probably never use a weapon, like barely use it at least.
What was it? Fleshless, gunless.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Fleshless percent or whatever.
Yeah.
Fleshless gun percent. The other one was sackless or something like that because you have a little sack thing. That's gonna be fun though. I wonder how long that game's gonna be because it was supposed to be split up into 2 parts. It was part 1 was supposed to come out first, and then of course 2 after. But then they canceled that idea and just said, "Screw it, we'll just make them all together." That's why we're waiting so long for the game because they're just gonna make both parts.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long the game's gonna be. I'd assume 10, 12 hours, but
is that a Game Pass game?
Find out. Yeah. It says it right at the end of the gameplay. It says Xbox Game Pass on it. Which fuck yeah.
Are you gonna have that Series X by then?
I would love to own a physical copy of that. I would love to see if it had a physical.
I'm sure it will.
Fucking box art. What is the box art gonna look like? Is it gonna look like a nightmare too?
Are you gonna have that Series X by then?
I don't know when it's coming out. Sometime next year.
next year.
I would like to. So maybe.
I feel like the Series X is gonna inevitably be easier to get than the PS5 will.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, eventually by next year sometime it'll be easy to get both of them. I'm sure, but PS5 is not going to be scarce for too long. PS4 wasn't scarce for that long.
No, and then Sony was saying like they want to ship like 13 million or something, like 11 million or something.
Yeah. That shit, you'll be fucking seeing giant boxes for that big ass system everywhere.
I don't think everyone's stressing out about it now. I think if you are smart about it, you'll be able to find one for the holiday.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're kind of just like casual about it, you'll be able to find one by March for sure. I think.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Next up,
Scorn looks great. I think Scorn looks great. So.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one.
I'm down for it.
Next store we have is Fire Emblem 30th anniversary. They started a new Switch game with Melee. Fuck that. Yeah. But I think the actual skit was kind of cute. Like, who's that? I think that was everyone's reaction to that.
Were people actually thinking that
I could
bring Smash?
No, because they were smart about it and advertised it as a thing for Fire Emblem fans. They weren't like
a first for Fire Emblem fans.
Melee
like, first, get it a first.
But
the fucking first one.
Yeah, but it's cute that they're doing it. David, I know, isn't happy about that collector edition.
I like
they should put a physical in it.
Give me my 30 megabyte cart.
Very good.
Should have had a physical actual fucking game. I hate the concept of buying a fucking collector's edition and there not being an actual physical fucking game. I'm paying a goddamn premium. I expect a fucking premium. And that premium includes a physical fucking copy of the game.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that though.
Hey, at least they added the game. There's some collector's edition.
It's only $50 too. Hey, if it was a physical game, that shit would be
It's
like
a
another
$5 game
$30-40.
otherwise.
$6.
No, but they have to make it. They have to put it in the cart.
Yeah, they should put it on an actual fucking cart.
And also, I feel like they're adding stuff to that game that like an NES motherboard probably couldn't do. So
no, I fucking give me a goddamn Switch cart. Fuck it.
Oh, a Switch cart. Okay, I thought you wanted an NES. Well, because it gives you an NES
copy of the game.
I know, but it gives it, that
that'd be
wouldn't
cool
make any sense because it's like yeah, that'd be cool. But I thought you meant like
no, he wants a Switch cart.
No, I know that wouldn't actually run on an NES.
Yeah, it wouldn't because they're adding like the fucking like you could just like you know how the Switch NES stuff works now.
Bookmarking features.
Yeah, the bookmarking. Yeah, so that wouldn't really work.
But, you see an HD thing on the NES.
I agree with that, but it would still bring the price up probably another $30 just for a physical. But
that's fine. And then you throw on a goddamn soundtrack. Because why the fuck does it not have a soundtrack?
I just don't want to hear that. Like,
I do. Shut up.
Yeah. And you don't listen. Hold on.
I honestly like.
Hold on. It took me like weeks, almost a month for me to get you to rip the Persona 5 Royal soundtrack. And you're telling me you listen to these?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't have a CD player until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to all of it on my computer. Or on my phone.
How do you get them on your phone?
Wait,
rip it to my computer.
You didn't have an ability to rip them.
I forgot to mention Rambo crawls in the gameplay.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, he actually ducks under projectiles.
All right, anyway, continue with your argument.
No, so Nick says, damn, it's appreciated. Thank you, Dave, for warning me about it. I just hope they don't charge out the ass on the online store. It's only $6 on eShop.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's only $6?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Which is why that collection is so cheap.
The other caveat, though, is that they're doing the same thing that they're doing with the Mario series.
They're vaulting it.
And it's only a limited time thing.
Until the end of
fiscal. So it goes away after the end of March. Yeah.
Well, that one doesn't make sense. Mario still makes sense to me.
I still think that's fucking dumb.
It'd get everybody to buy it now.
Yeah, it's dumb.
They need money, I guess. They have besides that Mario Kart game and that they had like nothing besides Hyrule.
All the more reason why they should have had a physical component to it as well.
No one's gonna not buy it for that. Guess what? It's sold out already.
People love Fire Emblem now. It's popular now. They're gonna buy the first one, even if they don't want to play it. They'll buy it.
It's sold out already.
No, I'm talking about the $6 download. People are gonna buy that.
Sure, but I'm saying for the and if anything, honestly, David, I think maybe one reason why they might have like not given you a cart, because I feel like giving you a cart might have like indicated a more full game. So I'm sure there might have been like some people out there that might have bought this thinking it's a new Fire Emblem game and just putting that cart in and being like, "Oh, this is an NES game."
What is this?
Well, fuck it. That's on them. Who gives a shit? You still get your money's worth. Goddamn great ass game, long ass game.
That's the shit right there. I just can't stand. It's a great game. Play it, young Timmy. It's old. Fuck you. Come here. I'll beat you up because you're a child. I want you manly. Come here, Timmy. I'll beat you up.
Teach you what a real game is.
Someone on Twitter.
I'll teach you the true meaning of pain.
Someone on Twitter. Actually, there's another thing. Is what was it? Someone said to their kid, "I promised my kid I'd give them a PS5 if they beat Ninja Gaiden on NES. He hasn't gotten past the first stage."
Pussy. You ain't getting one.
Yeah. Someone on Twitter posted, "Is Nintendo shutting down on April 1st? Because why the fuck are they just like closing everything up December 30th,
right?
Or March 31st?
That'd be great. April 1st they shut down. And it's not a joke.
Yeah. The vaulting thing it looks like that's a thing to stay now. I'm not sure why.
It's only gonna be for like these. I'm sure it's just gonna be for this kind of stuff.
Apparently Mario
your next console better actually.
I know exactly why. They want money.
Everyone wants money.
Well, Corona is gonna everybody's gonna go bluey.
Here's the thing.
We gotta get the money quick.
With it actually does the opposite. It makes more sense with Fire Emblem for me because they'll be more inclined to buy it. Like even if you don't want it, you're like, well, I need that now.
Mario makes sense to me too.
But Mario doesn't make sense to me because if you just left it open, that would easily be a top 3 Switch seller, I feel.
I don't think so.
Like 3 Mario games.
I would say because those are old games. It wouldn't pass some of the top 3. The top 3, like you could say Mario Kart 8, but nobody played that shit.
The Mario collection has already basically become their second biggest selling game on Switch.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. I was reading an article about it the other day.
Yeah, from bullshit.com. There's no way.
Yeah, I did.
There's no way.
Now, Animal Crossing
no
is
way
the top.
Passed Mario Kart 8 already. I know.
No,
it definitely
we would have saw more headlines.
No fucking way. There's no way. That would be ridiculous for old Mario games that they barely updated.
No, I'm
There's
sure.
no
I'm
way.
sure it's in top 10, but it's not.
I'm sure it's in the top 10. Fine, but like, I don't think it'd be.
David might mean that it's one that's fast selling this year.
2020, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, I mean, there's like
what,
what 3 games that came out this year?
Paper Mario, Animal Crossing,
Super Mario, and that fucking game. Yeah, of course.
And Xenoblade.
And there's no way it'd be Animal Crossing because that's the #1 selling Switch game, right?
That's the #1 selling game this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it is definitely. Just #1 selling game, but I think for Switch period, right? That's the #1. It already passed Smash, also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick says definitely most of the purchases are going to be from resellers. Yeah, resellers are already throwing those on eBay.
Yeah. Dirty resellers.
I don't know what you prefer to say. So why do I have a feeling like blank actually exists? I don't know what that says.
L is real.
Twitch censored him.
I don't have a feeling like blank actually exists. Ass does exist. I've seen it.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, it doesn't make sense because Mario. Even if it's not top 3, I feel like top 5 maybe. I just feel like that Mario stuff would just sell constantly. But whatever.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to snag a Fire Emblem thing.
Yeah, I'm waiting until it's back in stock if it is, because I think it's a really good deal, honestly. Considering what you get, because
that cart looks fucking great.
Yeah, and that art book itself looks pretty nice.
Want the art
they would sell that art book for like 30, 35 alone. So, and the cart looks nice, and I love the Nintendo. I love that Nintendo Power little poster.
You know what's stupid as hell is I own so much Fire Emblem shit.
And you never played one.
Yeah, and I played Awakening like back a bit, but
right.
Was it?
I kind of want to play Awakening, but I really want to play Three Houses. So
I want to go back and play.
Good.
I know. I heard Three Houses is like everyone's favorite now.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, next story.
Anyway, yeah, next story. Bye. Old story.
Master Chief Collection is 120 frames per second now, or soon.
Hell yeah, that's silky smooth, baby. Better get a new TV. Want to experience that old ass piece of shit game?
David and I are gonna restart the whole Master Chief Collection.
All of it, 120 frames. What?
I'm excited for that though. That's cool. 4K 120 for Series X. Series S is 1080 120. It's gonna be good stuff. I'm glad that with the Halo Infinite also being 120, that's nice to have all the Halos back up there, because I know that was a big flack they had for a while, was 30 frames per second on Halo back in the day. But nice to have a little update. Is that launching with it? I don't know if it's launching with it, but hopefully it does.
I hope it launches with something.
Yeah, Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox, your move, posers.
All right.
Imagine they had like a secret. They had a secret launch title that they haven't dropped yet till the day of. And it's like Blinks 3 or some shit. No, they have Mario 1 on the Xbox One.
Jack 4.
Or it's Jack 4. Half-Life 3.
Mario X for the Series X.
There was that Jeff Keighley meeting that he had with Phil Spencer and Gabe Newell dropped in too. Everyone's like, "Ooh, is there something going on there?"
Half-Life.
Alex, did you see that?
To the hologram or whatever the fuck.
Did you see that Steve? There was a Smash update because one of Steve's victory animations looked like he was holding his dick.
Yeah, I talked about that last week.
Yeah, they patched that out.
Yeah, I know they did. I saw. Now he's just holding nothing, just standing there like a jackass. All right. What a good victory screen. Now I could have changed it so.
Like, he should have kept eating. He should have kept eating or something.
Yeah, no, or he should have been holding something fucking else in his hand. You ever think of that? That doesn't look like a dick.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Oh, they just said fuck it. Just
did you see someone showed Phil Spencer that?
Yeah, and he got and he replicated it with his own dick pic.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, Philip's dick! Look at it, it's huge. Wow, I bet he has a huge dick.
All right, last story.
Last story.
We're just gonna talk about that streamer thing.
Oh,
because I
thought we were gonna have a short podcast.
We're almost done. This is our fast podcast.
Yeah, I know.
We're just gonna go through it really quick.
This is not our fastest podcast ever. We've had ones that were exactly an hour, and we're already over an hour.
Oh, we're like an hour 4.
Yeah, we're over an hour. Like I said, thank you.
All right, but really quick, there was that one dude who is not the creative director at Stadia. Right. He's the creative director at a studio that works for Google. So right. Bad bio. He was talking about how streamers should be paying developers to stream their games, and by nature,
I only agree with the free to play games, and I only agree with big streamers. That's the only thing. I don't 100% agree, but I could see what he means.
Hey, thanks. I don't know what your name is. I don't need any followers on that website.
Yeah. Shout outs to whoever.
I don't even know how to read that name. So yeah, because it makes sense, right? If you're doing like a pay-per-view event at a bar, you got to pay more for that, and you got to pay like a cover fee. So that's essentially what they're trying to reflect with these games, but that it would make sense, I guess, for big streamers, right? Because I mean,
yeah, like Ninja streaming Fortnite. Fortnite's a free game. He made his career off Fortnite, pretty much, right? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
Ninja was around for a bit, but he's now known as Fortnite guy.
Yeah, but he made it. He got extremely popular because of Fortnite. And even like what's his name? Who's the other big guy?
Multipliers.
There's Shroud.
I'm sorry, who is that, David?
Multipliers, hell yeah.
Markiplier, you mean? Multiplier. Who the fuck is Multiplier?
There's Shroud, Dr. Disrespect.
Shroud's the other guy. Like, who played the Sea of Thieves, I was going to say.
He was big for a while, though.
But to be fair, he made Sea of Thieves big, so maybe they should pay him for that.
Well, that's going to be the argument I was going to make, is that when...
Fortnite was already popular,
Among Us would not be a thing if it wasn't for streamers, like, for example.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, I get that.
Freddy's, most indie horror games that have taken off would not have anywhere near the presence they do without the streaming community.
But I can promise you, like right now, like if there's an indie game out there that we want to stream, a lot of us are like, I'm not going to pay for that.
Yeah,
we're just not going to stream it. Yeah, there's definitely a mutual gain to a lot of these games, even though he disagreed, which I don't necessarily. Yeah, if you're looking at the grand spectrum, like it takes a big streamer to stream your game for it to pick up. A lot of the middle tier small streamers aren't really going to do much, but I mean, it's still word of mouth, right? Like Devolver gets Devolver's like they have that thing on their website straight up. Hey, can we stream it? Yeah. There's things like Key Miller out there that are helping smaller streamers out there too.
Terminals.
Yep. All you gotta do is just tag
Sandbox Strategies. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah.
Help people get games so they can talk about them on their stream or their YouTube video. Like, I feel like YouTube videos are definitely one where you can't do that. Like because people put editing work into that. You can't say like, oh, I did a whole edit video for, I don't know, Remothered. And it's like I spent hours and hours
money to edit a video for you,
and then I have to pay them to talk about their game and show gameplay.
But
like when it's a stream where all you're doing is playing Fortnite, I could see what it means. I don't think it should happen, but I understand what he means by that stuff.
See,
especially with a free to play game that you based your whole career on. Sure.
I disagree, though, because I feel like once you start adding caveats is where it gets into that, okay, well, where do you draw the line category? And it's just way too much of a grayscale that I'd rather just not ever be a thing.
Sure, because I don't think it should be a thing, too. I'm just saying, I think that is a good point for games like that.
Also, like what
this guy made.
You're going to ask a bunch of people that don't make money doing this to pay money to do it?
Yeah, because that's never going to happen anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, Epic Games would never do that, so it doesn't matter. Like, Fortnite would never become you have to pay a license fee to stream this game.
I can promise
it'll never happen.
What's going to happen is if any developer tries to do that, then they're just not going to get that many streamers, because then everyone else is going to advertise, like Devolver's going to come out saying, hey, come stream our games for free. I was like, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of
our games for free,
I want to get that. I'm trying to get that game.
It'll be an Xbox situation where Xbox is like, you can't play our used games, and then it was like, hey, you can play our fucking used games over here, and then everybody shit on Xbox.
I wanted to get that one game that is a Devolver put out. I think is Disc Room.
Oh yeah, I heard that's good.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, that's the podcast.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna watch Borat now. Bye.
Yeah. So if you're watching now and you have Amazon Prime,
my name is Borat.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We'll stay on stream. We're gonna stay on stream actually. So if you're hanging out here right now, hang out for a bit. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember I'm streaming tomorrow night Amnesia. David and I are streaming Sunday night with the wrapping up of Halo 3. Then we'll be doing me, Gore, David, and our friend Kyle are going to do Ranksters on Tuesday, and we're going to do the last half of those horror games. Check all that out. Give us a like on the podcast if you're still here. Shout outs to you. Appreciate you guys. BRP at BlueRupees.com. Ranksters next, or not Ranksters, Games Gone By next week is Silent Hill 2. So tune in for that. And yeah. Audio podcasts are everywhere too. Check those out too. We're apparently really big in India. Shouts to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to you.
All right.
Shout out to India.
Goodbye.